Okay guys, this video is going to be an explanation for the worksheet that I passed you guys that day. So looking at the first question, calculate the value of x. Now, what do we know about this question? This is a right angle triangle, and for the right angle triangles you have a few rules that you can use. One of them is SOHCAHTOA and the other one is your Pythagoras theorem. So in order to find the value x, you need to use SOHCAH or TOA. So what do we have here? We have the hypotenuse and we have the adjacent. This would be the opposite value. In order to find the value of x, we have to use the formula cos x equals to adjacent over hypotenuse. For this case, it will be cos x equals to 2 over 5. Okay, now to find the value of x, this is equals to shift cos 2 over 5. Type this into the calculator, you will get shift cos 2 over 5, an angle of 66. Oh, sorry. An angle of 66.42 degrees. Don't know what's going on here. Alright, so next question. Andrea stands on a horizontal ground 294 meters from the foot of the vertical tower, which is 55 meters high. Calculate the angle of elevation of the top of the tower. Alright, so Andrea is standing right here right now, and she is 295 meters from the foot of a vertical tower, 294 meters, which is a height of 55 meters. Alright, calculate the angle of elevation of the top of the tower. So calculate the angle of elevation. It will be, it's going to be, oh my god, angle of elevation. Okay, so how do we calculate the angle? What do we have here is the opposite and your adjacent. Alright, using the formula tangent theta is equals to opposite over adjacent. Theta will equals to shift tangent 55 over 294. Okay, so your answer will be shift tangent 55 over 294, which is an angle of 10.6 60 degrees. Answer. Alright, Andrew walks the distance x meters directly towards the tower. The angle of elevation now is 24.8. Calculate the value of x. So she was from here 294, then she walked a x amount of distance, and now the angle of elevation is 24.8 degrees instead. Calculate the value of x. The height of the tower is still 55 meters. So right now we just need to change up our formula. What do we have is the opposite, and we are trying to find the adjacent. Again, tangent 24.8 is equals to 55 over adjacent. Adjacent will equals to 55 over tangent 24.8. So calculator and calculator, 55 divided by tangent 24.8. You're supposed to get A is equals to 119.03. Okay, this is in meters. Sorry, meters. Now, if this is 119.03 and the whole length was 294, so you got to use the answer 294 meters minus 119.03, and you will get 294 minus, remember to use your full values in your calculator, final answer of 174.97 meters. This will be the value of x. Alright. Next question. The diagram shows a pyramid with a horizontal rectangular base. The rectangular base has a length of 4.83 meters and the height of 4. Calculate the value of y, the length of the sloping edge of the pyramid. Now look what we have here. At the bottom here we have another right angled triangle. Okay, if you were to form the image, it would look something like this: 3 and 4.8 meters. Okay, right angle. So the height was calculated exactly at this point in the middle, here. So if we get half of it, you're supposed to get this length. Half of this will give you this length. So first we calculate the hypotenuse. 3 square plus 4.8 square root answer is going to give you the hypotenuse, which is this length. Okay, 3 square plus 4.8 square root answer, you're supposed to get 5.66 meters. Alright, now half of that, again, now if we were to calculate, in order to calculate the value of y, you have to look at this triangle over here. Half of this, which is 5.6 of the whole thing, 5.66 divided by half would be the base of your new triangle right now. Okay, 4 and y, this is 5.66 divided by 2. Okay, 5.6 divided by 2 is going to be 2.83 meters. Alright, now to calculate the value of y, we will use, again, Pythagoras theorem. 2.83 square plus 4 square root answer is going to be square plus 4 square root answer exactly 4.9 meters. Remember to use your full values, if not you will not get 4.9. Alright, value of y. The angle between the sloping edge of the rectangular base and the pyramid. So what you want is this angle here. Alright, this angle here. You want to calculate this angle here. So in order to calculate that, again we can redraw the triangle. This is 4 and this is 4.9. Always use round values. Alright, so what do we have? We have the opposite and we have the hypotenuse. In order to find the value of angle here, sine x equals to opposite over hypotenuse. X equals to shift sine 4 over 4.9. Your answer will be shift sine 4 over 4.9, exactly 54.72 degrees. 54.72 degrees. Okay, next question. Calculate the value of x. What we have here, we can straight away use your trigonometry rule, Pythagoras theorem. 8 square minus 5 square root answer is equals to x. X equals to 8 square minus 5 square root answer 6.24 cm. Alright, look, in this kind of question they don't give you your units, so you're supposed to write it down yourself. Remember to write down your units to get the full marks. Next question, calculate the value of x. Again, this is a right angle triangle. Then we're going to use, what do we have here? We have the hypotenuse and we have the opposite. Okay, so the formula we're going to use is sine x equals to opposite over hypotenuse. X equals to shift sine 2 over 5. The answer will be shift sine 2 over 5. 23.58 degrees. Alright, 23.58 degrees. Calculate the value of A to AB. We have the hypotenuse again, and this is your adjacent. This is your opposite. Oops. Okay, so in order to find your adjacent value, you will use cos theta is equals to adjacent over hypotenuse. Cos 28 equals to A over 8. A equals to, bring A divide by 8, 8 bring over is going to be times, so it is 8 times cos 28. So A equals to 8 times cos 28. A equals to 7.06 cm. 7.06. Alright. Calculate the length of H. This will be the opposite, hypotenuse, and adjacent again. So in order to find the opposite, we will use sine 15 equals to H over 628. H is equals to H divided by 628, bring over becomes 628 times sine 15. Therefore your answer is equals to 628 times sine 15. Your answer is supposed to be equals to 84.89. Alright, but look at the question. They want two significant figures. So you're going to round off this value, making your final answer 85 meters. Alright, these are already your two significant figures. Next question. The diagram shows the cross-section ABCD of a ramp. Calculate the angle of DBC. DBC is this angle here. If you look at this closely, this is another right-angled triangle. So what do we have here? We have the opposite and we have the adjacent. This is the hypotenuse side. Using the formula tangent theta equals to opposite over adjacent. Tangent theta equals to 1.8 over 2.4. Theta will equals to shift tangent 1.8 over 2.4. Therefore your final answer is shift tangent 1.8 over 2.4. 36.87 degrees. So that BD is exactly 3 meters. Now, to find B to D, you will have to use your Pythagoras rule. 2.4 square plus 1.8 square, square root the whole answer. 2.4 square plus 1.8 square, square root answer. You will get exactly 3 meters. Okay, BD equals to 2.4. Use the cosine rule to calculate angle AB and D. ABD will be this angle here. Using your cosine rule. What do we have here? Oh, alright. So if we were to look at just this triangle, we could redraw it, and this is 6.46, this is 8.6, and this is 3 meters. We want to find this angle here. This angle, we will use your cosine rule, which is A square plus b, sorry, wrong equation. A square equals to b square plus c square minus 2bc cos A. Alright? Now, how would you label this triangle over here? In order to label this triangle over here, you have to remember what do you need in your question. You want to find this angle. So, this is side A, and this is angle A. This is angle A. Alright, then B and C doesn't matter. So, putting everything into the formula, 8.6 square equals to 3 square plus 6.46 square minus 2 times 3 times 6.46 cos A, which is the angle you want to find. Now bring everything over. Bring everything over. 8.6 square minus 3 square minus 6.46 square. Oops. Equals to negative 2 times 3 times 6.46 cos alpha, cos A. Calculate these numerical values into your calculator. 8.6 square minus 3 square minus 6.46 square. This is equals to 23.2284. Try to use as much complete values as possible, and this equals to negative 2 times 3 times 6.46. So this is negative 38.76 cos A. Now this value here you have to bring underneath. Okay, so it will be, let's use a little bit of space here, 23.2284 over negative 38.76, and if you bring the cos over as well, it's going to be shift cos. Alright, equals to A. Now therefore A equals to, type this whole thing into the calculator as complete as possible. 23.2284 divided by answer, shift cos answer equals to 126.8 degrees. A will equals to 126.8 degrees. Alright, this question, the ramp is a prism of width 4. Calculate the volume of this prism. In order to calculate the volume, now imagine this is a cross section of the ramp. If you were to draw another 3D of it, it would look something like this. It will look like this. Okay, now they are telling you that this width here is 4 meters. In order to calculate the volume for this question, okay, then here to here, something like this. Alright, excuse my drawing. Then the ramp is a prism of width 4 meters. To calculate the volume, you need to first calculate the surface area of this area here, this triangle, this parallel, wait, what, this this ramp. Okay, so in order to calculate this area, you need to use half AB sine C plus half times base times height, then multiply it by 4. Now I'm going to need more space to do that question. Let's use this color. Now let's use back to red. Okay, calculate the volume of the prism. First things first is you need to calculate the area of this triangle here. This triangle was 2.4, 1.8, 2.4 and 1.8. Okay, and plus it with the triangle over there, this triangle over here. Okay, So the real values you needed were 6.46 and 3, and this angle of 126.8. Okay, then this whole thing you need to multiply it by 4. Now the formula will be half times 2.4 times 1.8 plus half A B sine 126.8. Okay, multiply by 4. So you would have gotten your answer of, type everything into the calculator, 5 times 2.4 times 1.8 plus 0.5 times 6.4, 6 times 3 times sine 126.8 times 4. Your answer should equals to 39.68 cubic meter. Final answer of 39.68 cubic meter. Alright, next question. How many questions do we have? Okay. Calculate the angle LMN. Show that this rounds to 44.4, correct, to 1 decimal place. Angle LMN would be LMN. You want to calculate this angle here. Okay. In order to calculate this angle, first we must label our triangle. Okay. This is the angle that we need to find. So we will label this as angle A. So this will be side A. This is B, this is C. Doesn't really matter which one is BC. Okay. To calculate the angle, we need to use again cosine rule. A square equals to B square plus C square minus 2BC cos A. A will be 15 square equals to 21 square plus 12 square minus 2, 21, 12 cos A. Bringing everything over, 15 square minus 21 square minus 12 square over negative 2, 21, 12 shift cos equals to A. Alright, type this whole thing into your calculator. You will get 15 square minus 21 square minus 12 square divided by negative 2 times 21 times 12. Remember to type in your brackets properly, guys, and then shift cos answer. You're supposed to get A equals to 44.41. Remember, because they ask you to prove that it equals to 44.4, that's why you need to show the extra significant figure here, and then your final answer is supposed to be therefore, or you can just simply do this, angle LMN equals to 44.4 degrees. Alright, this part is where you get the last mark in your 4 marks. Alright, remember to do this part over here. Now next part, calculate the area of triangle LMN. LMN. To calculate the area, we already know that this angle is here. Okay, so we just need the two sides, which are 12 and 21. 12 and 21, and use this angle of 44 point. Excuse me. So using your formula, half A B sine 44.4. Notice that this is the new A and this is the new B and this is your side angle C. Okay, the arrangements of ABC labeling for your triangle will change depending on the equation you're using. Okay, Type this into the calculator. You're supposed to get 0.5 times 12 times 21 times sine. Let's see. You're supposed to get 88.2 square centimeters. Alright. The diagram shows the triangle PQR, PQR6. Calculate the length of PR. Alright. This we need to use all the rules that we have. Sorry, you just need to use the sine rule. So first things first, we need to calculate what is this missing angle here. To do that, you need to use 180 minus 82 minus 43. 180 minus 2 minus 43. You're supposed to get angle of 55 degrees. So this is 55 degrees. Now, using your sine rule, because we want to find the length, so we are going to use A over sine A equals to B over sine B. Alright? Which will be our A? This will be A. This will be A. This will be B. And this is B. Length of PR. Okay? A is 6.4 over sine 55 equals to B over sine 82. To find the angle of B, bring sine over to the other side. Sine 82 times with 6.4 over sine 55 equals to B. Type everything into your calculator. Sine 82 times 6.4 divided by sine 55. B will equals to 7.74 cm. Okay, 7.74. Last page. Calculate the value of x. Now this is the opposite side, then this is the hypotenuse. Using the formula sine theta equals to opposite over hypotenuse. Sine 53.2 equals to x over 29. X equals to 29 times sine 53.2. Okay, type this into your calculator. Sine 53.2 times 29. X equals to 23.2 degrees. 23.2 degrees. The last question. Line AB represents the glass walkway AB between Petronas Towers in Kuala Lumpur. The walkway is 58.4 meters long and 170 meters. The angle of elevation P, A is an 8. Calculate the height. Now we can just simply take this as a right angle triangle problem with 78.3 and 58.4 and excuse me, and we want to find the opposite of this triangle. Okay, so we will use tangent 78.3 equals to opposite over adjacent 78.4. So therefore opposite is equals to, bring this over to multiply, 58.4 times tangent 78.3. Opposite is equals to 58.4 times tangent 78.3. Opposite is equals to 282.00. Alright, so now this is not going to be your final answer because they say calculate the height of P from above the ground. We already know that this point B itself was 170 meters, okay, and we actually only calculate this length of 282. So your final answer is supposed to be 170 meters plus 282, which is equals to 452 meters. This is your final answer, 452. Alright, that is all.